Oh, world of YouTube, Tap Site here. Tonight we have a nice, beautiful full moon. Check it out. Gonna be revealing this, the finishing of the skull cap. It's done. It's complete. But I'm gonna reveal it later. I wanted to go over some cases in New Hampshire. Of course, been through a lot of cases, searched a lot of stuff, and never seen these. But New Hampshire's unsolved homicides. Now the first one, I don't know why they have it up in New Hampshire. By the sounds of it, it might be a New Hampshire resident, but somehow ended up in Massachusetts. Something bizarre, of course. But we'll just dive right into this. And number one is this poor girl. As you can see, she's spotting the awesome mullet of the 1980s. Miss them days, that's for sure. But one only can imagine what I was doing back in 1988 while this was happening. But then again, I used to watch a lot of TV, and I don't even remember this on the news. But was 11 when she was found stabbed to death and left in the path of a train in Lawrence, Massachusetts, September 1988. There have been several suspects over the years, but go figure. No one's been charged. I would like to find them railroad tracks, that's for sure. Do a little ghost hunting. Who knows if the spirit would be there. But only one could tell. Especially when you got nutcases, picking up girls and stabbing them to death and driving them to who knows where. But as you can see, always something bizarre. And it really sucks when these are one of them cases, man, where, is there any other evidence? Is there DNA? But, of course, these articles really suck because they only have little bits of detail. I think I remember this one. But, Denise Robert, 62, shot, killed August 2015. While out for a walk on Ray Street in Manchester. I think I do remember this one. But, of course, little details. And what do you really go on? All you can do is, if anybody's seen this woman in the area, remember if there was any suspicious vehicles, type of person. But these are the cases, man, that make all cases just head shaking, aggravating. When are they gonna ever find a killer type thing? But they never will. And that really sucks. Yeah, this guy here, Deathlam, Barman. Yeah, that's a 1993 Manchester police are called to the rear of the Lafayette Club Central Street for a shooting. Saw the 30-year-old man suffering from a gunshot wound to his face. Died immediately from the wound. Police have identified the assassin from the description provided by female companion, being a white male with a mustache, dark hair, last seen driving a pickup truck. Now there's a case where you sit there and ask the question, you saw a pickup truck, did you see a license plate? They don't even have a description of what was said by the white female companion. And who knows if that female companion had something to do with it. But all in all, folks, them unsolved crimes that make you sit and wonder, will there ever be justice? And these ones really suck because there's no photo. Doris Bean. Hey, Mr. Bean's wife. No. Serious now. Be serious. 1995, November 11th, 81. And her sister Loretta, 76, were killed in their home on 163 Central Street in Hudson. A burglary. Wore masks during the home invasion. Both were severely beaten. In addition, Doris was stabbed during the attack. Although Charles Durval Jr., convicted of first-degree murder for killing Loretta Lee, it's believed that Durval did not act alone and that someone else killed Doris Bean. Well, if you have one person, that's well enough good as two. Hang the son of a bitch, but yeah, that sucks. Hopefully someone jail stomped that jerk. They have an excavator. Oh, 1970, 71. What are these birds doing out? I learned that squawk from these birds. Sometimes it calms them down, but that one ain't. Anyways, Russell Bean. What the hell, why are there two beans? I didn't read all these, so yeah, that's pretty funny. Saying a bean and a Russell Bean was last seen alive September 15th, 1978. His whereabouts were undetermined until a deathbed statement by Clifton Chambers in 88, in which he implicated his son Robert Chambers for killing Russell and identifying the location of Russell's body. 1988, police obtained a search warrant locating the remains of Russell Bean on the property of Robert Chambers, Clifton's son, on New Road, Marlow. Robert Chambers was a part-time chief. And Russell's body was found, and autopsy revealed Russell died as a result of blunt force trauma to the head. Robert Chambers was arrested for the murder of Russell Bean, but he was never indicted or tried on charge, and the homicide remains open. Don't you love that? Father gives a confession, the son still walks. Hopefully he's dead now, but that's some shit. Considering, the hell did I just see? It's like I just saw a spirit walk through the friggin' glass door over here. What? Anyways. Yeah, these stories right here, man. You find the body, the they're pointed the finger at, and they still just remains open. That's just sick, man. Sad and sick. You know, only one can just imagine what the courts are thinking when they oh, he's convicted, but the case remains open for what? Tell me they're going to say he had an accomplice too? Maybe the father did it, but blamed it on his son. And what does he care? He's dying. And that's funny, though. I wonder if that Bean, of an old lady Bean, was related to this guy in some ways. And then the robbery, hey, became a friggin', who knows, something sinister. But here we got Luella Blakesley, 4th of July, 1969, when she was 29. Were found on May 'Dispenser. Skeletal remains are found on May 9th, 1998. Holy crap. In Hopkinton. Ruled of death as a homicidal violence of an undetermined type. When Luella's remains were identified, the Attorney General's office issued a press release noting that at the time of her disappearance, suspicion focused on acquaintances Robert G. Breast. What a name! Who was subsequently first-degree murder of the death of Susan Randall. Wow. Seems that we have a little serial killer there, but once again, no DNA testing. Was there anything found other than her body or clothing and blah, 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 but still. If he was around in an area at that time, you know, would be nice to really find that out. Here's another no picture. Blanchett. Manchester Fire Department responds to a fire. Chestnut Street. October 1978. The state fire marshal determined the fire was caused by arson. Died of smoke inhalation in the fire. So that being said, that's the type of story of who was around, who did they know, who did not like them. Was there any family members that knew someone of not liking them? Did they piss somebody off? Or, you know, a lot of questions to be answered in cases like this, but it is very sad, folks, when you cannot, have a lot of information and stuff like this just remains right unsolved. But like the last one, the guy was charged for first-degree murder, but nothing happened in that case. But the father knew right where the body was and ratted his own kid out, you know. The justice system. It's about to wonder why it's broken. And what is it really here for? This woman, Stella Bolton. James Moore, 1991. Were found murdered in their home, 74 Rock Hill Avenue in Portsmouth. Determined they were stabbed to death prior to their house being set on fire. You know, what causes people to do stuff like this is beyond me, but, you know, these are the cases that, right, you sit there and think about, who they get involved with, or what did they see, or did they not like somebody and rat them out, or, hey, it's a freaking chair, Ted. A chair, friggin' chair upside the pole. He's gonna bark at it. Okay, Ted. Oh, great, now I get the other dogs going. But, yeah, these cases, are just totally insane. It's no different than today. It only goes to show how easy it is for people to get away with doing stuff like this. It's sick too, man, because due to the fact that no one puts their hammer down of justice, people all think they can just get away with stuff. And as you can see, they do. But all in all, this will be the last one for the night. This is David Bradley. Old Belmont resident. 27-year-old Belmont resident. Last seen alive at the Take 5 Music Hall nightclub. Now, them are the real cases, man, that leave you to sit and wonder, how many, say so, serial killers, or let alone a killer, right, that stalks the bars, always stalking, the bar scene. And I'm fortunate enough to have not met my demise, because I've been to a lot of bars, and, I'll tell you, being drunk and not remembering a goddamn thing half the time, that's really something that I can say that I'm glad that nothing had happened to me. Because these things, man, there's so many bar cases of people being there and then just completely disappear. It's ridiculous. Badly beaten, believes David's body was later dumped into the river, although the case is not ruled as a homicide by state medical examiner. Criticisms surrounding David's death on the circumstances surrounding David should be criticism. Suspicious and would suggest foul play was involved. Badly beaten. That ain't foul play. What is that? What do you call that? Yeah, really? Come on. Beaten severely, or badly beaten, and they'll sit there and say, David's death suspicions would be suggested foul play. But here it is nothing. Here. Just one bloody man that went to the bar and did the wrong thing at the wrong time. Man, just sit there and wonder, folks. Just sit there and wonder what is really going on with this world. It was 1989, Merrimack River in Manchester. But, of course, them crazy nights of drinking, man, leads a lot of people. I call alcohol a potion, and it changes people severely. Sometimes that potion can make you happy, can make you, have a good time. But other times, man, that potion is nothing but deadly and leads you to nothing but violence, blackouts, and insanity. That's why I had to give it up. Because if I didn't, I would have been dead. Capital D-A-D, dead. doing a lot of crazy stuff I shouldn't have. And bar scenes was one of them, but... But other than that, folks, I'm going to get on in tonight. Hopefully someone can be reminded if they see this or remember this from the great granite state of New Hampshire. Take a look back in your memory, stroll down memory lane. Maybe you were there and saw something. Solve a damn case. That'd be awesome. Until the next video, folks, be safe, take care, and always beware. You don't know what's going to happen, just like these people. What will happen if you don't keep your dukes up in your guard? It's a fighting world out there, folks. And you gotta fight to survive. It's like the Great Eagles song. It's survival in the city when you're living day from day. Though the streets, they have no pity. 'Cause when you're down, that's where you'll stay. Yeah, in the city. That's right, folks. Out.